Today we're doing a sewer scope here at 131 Northwest Clipper Drive, Anacortes, Washington. There's a clean out here on the north side of the house here, right behind the parking strip. ABS cap, PVC line. Walk down through here. We have some water running in the downstairs. So there's our water coming from the downstairs bathroom. Right there at 12 feet, no big deal, but you can see where there's bad ditch line, so there's a little rock in the line. Not going to affect anything. Just ditch management. Yeah, there again. Got a crack here right at that bell end. You see that void? We got a little void there at 25 feet. See, there's a score right there into the center of the bottom of that pipe right there. Let me go back here. So right here, about 35 feet, right there at the bottom. And we're going to follow that split. Stub, so we're in concrete here. A lot of exposed aggregate, that's just the urine breaking down the drain. All these years been in play. Now we're about ready to drop down. And we should be coming down on top of the city main. Right there. So we're still one of the older mains at 54 feet. We do got a clear run. We're going to pull back here. So I'll pause this. We'll pull back. Now we'll take a look at that split. I had to pause. So this is the stub, and the stub is concrete. The city provides for you, and they don't like people to slide directly into the main. So that being said, they have been updating all the mains to modern plumbing. But if there's no problem with it, then they start getting problems with it, they'll replace the main. And with the concrete, like you'll see, we'll get some of these connections, like see this connection, like look at the gap in the connection, right? And that's just traditional for concrete connections. And usually that's where the roots come in. So you haven't seen there, are these things any different than that? Not really, but for an ABS product itself is not supposed to.
What does ABS stand for?
Oh God, something butylene, steroid, or it's just a chemical compound of it. And all the, and then you got, and then like PVC, like polyvinyl or something.
Okay.
And so it's like, see, these are okay for a concrete connection, right? But as far as like, if I say what is okay for an ABS connection, it's different. Because it's a different product. What's worse than that? like it's, you know how hard it is to crack ABS?
No.
It's pretty hard. But, you know, and the crack just continues.
So where is that in relationship to the
So we're 35 feet, so 10, 20, it's almost towards the end of the apron.
Apron. What is apron?
So it's under
The blacktop. The blacktop, so you got the solid blacktop to the gravel road. So this would be the apron, is gonna be the entry of the driveway.
Okay.
So if they were to replace that,
They'd have to fix some of
they'd
this.
have to dig up the driveway.
Yeah,
That's
but like,
But you say you don't think it's
well,
gonna hurt
it's not gonna move anymore, put it that way.
the water seeping into the ground?
Not any more different than the concrete connections.
Okay.
And then we come back, because one of the things earlier on in the video, it's on my camera head this time. I used to do underground utilities, so just maintaining your ditch line is really big. And you can see where they had rocks in the ditch line, and so there's dimples in the pipe. So when they backfilled it, they dimpled the pipe, which is fine. It stretches. That's not an issue. But that's me going, hey, are you guys maintaining your ditch line? See, like right. I need it.
Yeah.
That looks like a split right there. Like we got gravel there. Like, let me pull. Take some snapshots of that so I can open that up. Like I said, I will go home and confirm it when I get up. So look, see that? See the end of this?
Mm-hmm.
That's cracked. So we're missing a little section right there. Like these guys are doing something special. Take the lock. And then watch the end. No solids, please. Anyway, you get to see all the stuff. It's clean though, as far as like, you know, I like a bunch of gaps in oil, dumped up down at the bottom. Yeah, you're not going to see that with generally, because these are chemically sealed, right? Welded. So they don't leak water out the joints, and so if it's not leaking water, it doesn't attract roots.
Oh.
But obviously where the little cracks are, then where water can get out. But that's generally why you'll see roots in the lines, and the roots in the lines are generally going to be like with either the clay or the concrete, because they're not sealed connections. So water comes at all those connections into the ground. So which those are more wider than what we're dealing here. But like I said, that's our product. That's not. The product shouldn't be like that. Yes. Right, little dent here. Not bad. They broke the ABS at a bell end, and then there's a little split potentially split in one of the bottom of the pipe. When I open up on the computer so I can see it bigger, and I'll be able to confirm that more. So, but there again, it's like, is it worse than any of the concrete connections? No. But for ABS, is that? Anything like that in ABS, but then we tie into the concrete, so it's kind of like,
We might need you to interpret what you're saying. At least for our meeting.
Yeah.